Hey guys, I'm happy to say to you hello again. My name is Lara. I'm one of the managers of online summer schools, and today we're going to have such a unique, a special tour around different Russian cities. One of the cities is Pyatigorsk. The next is Russian countryside, and we are here in Samara at Samara National Research University. So you will travel around, you will travel to countryside in the Samara region, and also you will be lucky to visit one of the most memorable, the most amazing city in the south of Russia. Its name is Pyatigorsk. So stream will go live from different points of Russia, of our amazing and lovely country. So don't miss anything. I know that later you will have an opportunity to watch records, but it's much better, I guess, to watch it live, during our tour. So we are now in the studio at Samara National Research University. Those who had classes today, I hope you really like it. I'm in Technology Management School and International Law, and I would like to say hello to Russian Language and Culture Summer School, and also I'm more than happy to tell all of you привет! Всем привет, ребята! We are about to start, so 3, 2.
Hello, my name is Tana, my hometown is Pyatigorsk, and today I will show you this city and tell you about it. Pyatigorsk is a very beautiful resort city, as well as an industrial, commercial, cultural and touristic center of the Caucasian mineral waters. It is situated in Stavropol region in the northern Caucasus. It is situated among 5 mountains at the foot of the Mount Mashuk. Let's start our walk with the Island Herb Pavilion. The pavilion was built on the highest point of Mikhalkovsky Spur of Mashuk mountain in 1831. The project of the Ailos Greek Elkov was designed in 1830 by architects brothers Bernadadze in then fashionable style of ancient temples. A sculpture of Ailos was to be erected in the center of the alcove on a pedestal. In Europe, the Island harp, a musical instrument, was widely known, and the head of the district administration, Fyodor Kondray, proposed it as replacement of the sculpture. A pair of simple island herbs were placed in a round wooden box and could be turned at a certain angle to the wind. Vibrations of strings of different thickness were cased by air jets, and depending on the strain of the wind, they could be quite or loud. Later, an electromechanical musical device controlled by the wind was installing on the dawn of the Elul. And now I give the word to my friend from another. Hi, my name is Yulia, and today I will tell you a little about my village Krotovka. This is our railway station. Krotovka station was built in 1873. At this time, a section of the Samara-Ufa railway was under construction. They built with the help of shovels, picks, horse carts. At the station, 4 short station tracks were laid intended for crossing and overtaking trains of older quays. The rails were laid in a light type track. On my tracks was laid on the tracks, and therefore the movements of train was one track by telegraph communication. The trains were only 15 cars long. Locomotives ran low power series OV. The railway station became famous during the Civil War in 1918. In the summer of 1918, a mutiny of the Czechoslovaks Corps began in the Volga region with the help of the rebels, the White Guards. Rebel detachments and regimes scattered to the Volga region. The Czech troops arrived in the Krotovka station. Railroad workers cut off telegraph wires and damaged equipment. In the cities of Samara, Syzran, Chapayevsk, people were taken away, tortured and killed for the cause of the revolution. Thousands of arrested communists and advanced workers were loaded into death trains, seeking to send them to Siberia, and shot at various stations, or simply chopped up carriages and then threw them out along the road. Local railroad workers also served the trains. One day, early in the morning, a group of workers saw the last track, a detachment carriage, and bright traces of frozen blood around. The cause was opened, and the last track, a detached carriage. Workers who were on duty at the station on terrible night were direct witness. When the White Czechs retired under the pressure of Red Army, the depot workers made 18 coffins, opened the grave to bury the heroes with dignity. An obelisk has been erected at the site of the tragedy. The terrible events of 1819 are advanced by documents. October 10, at the station Krotovka, the Czechs shot 18 arrested workers from the Ivanchsk train. November 16, at the station Krotovka, there were up to 300 graves killed by Czechs. Now I give the floor to the next storyteller.
Hey guys, it's me again, and we're still at Samara National Research University. So I hope that you liked our I hope that you liked the first viewpoints of Petygorsk and Krotovka. Krotovka is a small countryside in Samara region, and Petygorsk is the city, as I mentioned before. It is located in the south of Russia, closer to the Caucasus Mountains. The Caucasus Mountains is like the southest point of Russia, of Russian Federation, of our huge country, the biggest country in the world. So feel free to ask any questions in YouTube, in YouTube comments, or feel free to ask any questions on our WhatsApp. We will be blessed to answer all of them. We already checked some of them. So city Petigorsk, Krotovka is Russian countryside in Samara region, and of course Samara city. You visited our city tour yesterday, and I hope that you really liked it. We tried to do our best to show you many points and sightseeing as we could. So that's it. If you will tell me, I will tell some words in Russian. Я надеюсь, что вам понравилась вчерашняя экскурсия, и очень хочется, чтобы вам понравилась сегодняшний тур, сегодняшняя культурная программа. So then we need to transfer to another viewpoint.
Academic Gallery, its next object. Now there is a restaurant and an insect museum with a large collection of local and exotic butterflies. Even like exhibit snakes, owls, chameleons. But its history goes back a long way. Instantly, there was a small spring in the form of a well on the seat of the gallery, which was expanded over time and began to take health bath there. At the moment, the gallery does not function as before, but it is still a place for walking and recreation. We are in one of the most visited places in Pyatigorsk. There is a TV tower standing on the top of mountain. The height of the 993 meters above sea level. The peaks of Pyatigorsk of volcanic activity. Part of Mount Mashuk was created by mineral springs that leave salt. Mount Mashuk in Pyatigorsk is dotted with tunnels. Mineral waters have healing properties. That is why drinking galleries and mineral baths are built here. TV tower, it's the highest tower in Europe because he standing on the top of mountain. I give word.
During the White Bohemian Rebellion in the Volga region, more than half of the Krotovka Red Guard squad was sent to help the Ufa residents under the command of Baklykov and Commissar Agafonov. Modern people to Samara. A small detachment of the depot couldn't hold back the enemy, who attacked in the second half of the night. All the workers and the workers who came from Ivanchevsk, now Chapayevsk, were hacked to death. They are buried in a mass grave. In the same grave, buried over 300 people thrown from the death train. Here are names of all of the frontline soldiers buried in this grave. Everyone can come here, keep the clean and bring flowers.
Hey everyone, we're still standing here in our studio at Samara National Research University. So I have few questions for you. What kind of interesting facts do you know about Russian cities? Or for instance, just about one Russian city, except Samara city. And what kind or what type of viewpoint you would like to visit in Petigorsk or Krotovka? So the first question is what kind of interesting facts you already know about one or many, or for instance many Russian cities. And the next one, what sightseeing would you like to visit in Petigorsk or Krotovka or even Samara? Because I guess that you now have a list of sightseeing, of points that you would like to visit in Samara. So we will be more than happy and welcome to host you here in our hometown, in our mother Russia, in our space capital of Russia, in Samara city. So you can type your answers on WhatsApp or YouTube, and we will be waiting for your answers, and then we will go live again, and we will talk about the most interesting, your answers. And how many Russian cities you have already visited? Probably some of you have never been in Russia, and I know that many of you have already visited in Russia, and not only one time, for many times. And I know that you've been in Moscow, St. Petersburg, and what about Samara?
Question from WhatsApp.
Okay, I have a question from WhatsApp. Madam, I know there is an art museum in St. Petersburg that has a lot of cats living in the basement. They were placed there originally to protect the art works from mice and rats. You are right. You are right. And the name of this museum is Hermitage or Winter Palace. Winter Palace is the previous residence of empire family, from royal family of Russia, Romanov. So during, I guess, I'm afraid that I will be mistaken. You can check then later the information on Google. So yes, that's the fact that many cats, they're still living in the basement of Hermitage Museum. And as you know, that Winter Palace have many buildings. So at least in the main building, the Hermitage is located in the square. You can find those cats. So if you want to visit the art museum, not only about the art museum, it's the previous residence, the real residence of Romanov family, the royal family of Russia, of Romanov. So don't miss it. Okay, so while we are just waiting for our friends, they need to go to reach some locations, and I'm waiting for your answers. What do you think? What is the most interesting fact about Russian cities? Megan, thank you for your answer about the St. Petersburg and the cats and so on. So maybe you have other answers. What do you think? Maybe you know some facts about Moscow, because Moscow is the capital of Russia, and I have there many secrets about this capital, about this monumental city, monumental town. Do you know that previously Moscow, it had the shape of a circle? You know, just if you will have a look at the map, you will see the form of the city like a circle. But now the that Moscow is growing due to urbanization and so on. And now the Moscow have a really strange shape. It's like the circle, and then it's just like an additional part that, can you believe it, that Moscow, the city, they have the border, this city has the border with the region, with Kaluzhskaya Oblast. So, which cities have you already visited in Russia? Moscow, St. Petersburg, or probably Kazan? Do you know Sochi? Sochi was a host city of the Winter Olympics in 2014. Or maybe you know other cities like that is located in the far east of Russia. What do you think? And you know that Samara city is located in the heart of Russia because our region has the form of a real heart. And we are very proud we have Volga and so on. So what about other cities? Probably Sochi, or maybe north cities like Murmansk, or Yekaterinburg, or Novosibirsk, or Krasnoyarsk. Have you been there? Because here in Russia, maybe in other countries also, you have just like the cities for tourists, touristic cities. I'm sorry, we have the question, but my English is not very good, I'm sorry, we need to translate it. And thank you a lot for your questions, thank you for your answers, for your feedback, and we will be happy to answer, to respond to all of your questions. And I hope that you see that this is the real... Oh yeah, about the Decembrist revolt. Yes, the Decembrist revolt, it was in 1825. During this time, one of the Russian emperor, one of the Russian tsars, as we call it here, he was murdered in 1825. You're right. You're totally right. That's it. So Alexander I, he was murdered in 1825. So while we're still waiting for our friends, and I guess that soon they will join us. So we have another question. I was almost a month in Moscow, and what I liked the most was to see the different layers of the city. You can see something of the 11th century town, then you have the Stalinist one, and later comes, sure, as many, I'm sorry, as many cities, we have old parts, and we have new parts, and we have parts in the city, the architecture, the buildings, from the 19th, from 20th century, and of course new buildings from the 21st century. That's right, you're totally right. You also can see the situation in Samara, for instance, the age of my town, of my house that I live here is around 160 years, I guess. So that's it. You can find many different architecture, many different buildings here. So we are ready to start to our next city.
To gain popularity, it appeared in books, on postcards, on magazine and newspaper page, like the Eiffel Tower, which Parisians first saw as a sculpture that disfigured the city, and then took as a symbol of the French capital. The eagle gradually won the right to be a symbol of the Caucasian mineral water. Answer your question, people, residents of the Pyatigorsk went to Mount Elbrus and ski, but their ski resort. So people went in camping on Elbrus, but it's can good physical fitness. I give the word
here we go again. We're still here at Samara University. So we received many answers and many questions, and now we will be more than happy to respond to all of them. And thanks for watching us. Thanks for watching. We see that we have many followers, many viewers. So we thank you for your attention to our cultural program, because it's Saturday and probably for someone it's just the morning, afternoon or evening or even night. So thank you for you that you spend your time with us, with our streams, with our cultural and social program. So we really appreciate your attention, and we are waiting for your more questions, for your answers. I'm still waiting for your answers for the first and for the second questions that I asked. So soon my colleague will give your questions and I will be happy to answer all of them. As I said before, you can see the brain on the top of my head. It's like I'm so really happy, and I'm so powerful, and I'm so inspired that I need more brains to answer all of your questions. Thank you. So I heard that in Russia there's a city which is famous for watermelon. I don't know its name, do you? Yes, the name of the city is Astrakhan. Astrakhan is also the city that is located in the south of Russia. It is really famous for the tasty watermelons, and of course for also melons. So we call it like a capital of watermelons and melons. So that's it, you're right. The name is Astrakhan. Actually, this is the point when the Volga River is ended, and then it flows to waters to the Caspian Sea. So this is that point. You're right. And what does that mean? A doll of your peak, like they are wearing scarf. What does it mean? It means it's our traditional Russian doll. It is called matryoshka. Actually, many Russian babushkas or grandmothers or senior people, they prefer to wear a scarf. Probably because it's windy outside, or it's just like a tradition. Because previously people they were wearing scarves, and actually when you go to the church, on the Orthodox church, you need to wear a scarf. If you're a woman, you need to wear a long skirt, and also you need to wear a scarf. You need to cover your head, and actually just like a tradition for our seniors people. So that's it. So this is our traditional Russian doll, matryoshka. So see you soon, and we are about to visit.
The next place that we will pass is Tennis Alcove. In the western part of Goryatia mountain, at its very top, there is a single metal alcove which is called of Chinese Pavilion. It offers a beautiful panorama of the snowy mountains, and which we can't see today, but closely. Mount Mashuk and Bishtau, as well as the city of Pyatigorsk. Over the past decades, this place has become a favorite of many people. It is very beautiful and inspiring. This Mount Bishtau, this Mashuk, Pyatigorsk. Over the past decade, this place has become a favorite of many people. This place is permeated with romance and scenes of freedom, which are so loved by people in the Caucasus mineral waters and the broad Caucasus. Artists and photographers love to come here to capture a fantastic panorama of Pyatigorsk against the background of Mashuk and Bishtau. Beautiful view. And now I tell you about Mount Bishtau. From its base, 5 spurs shoot up to the sky, and the translation from the Turkic, Bishtau means 5 mountains. They are called Big and Small Tau, Goat Rocks, Two Brothers, Shaggy. From a single wall and in good weather, visible from afar, while from different sides of the world. Bishtau is the highest point of Caucasus mineral waters. Source with inaccessible inventory of Hellenic waters, Bishtau-Gorsky and Inozemtsevo. Since the 19th century, the Russian nobility went here in the summer to be traded on the water. The purpose of the trip was not only to improve your health and enjoy the beautiful picture of Caucasus. Recreation in this picturesque place was an integral part of social life. At the same time, several hiking trails and a horse-drawn road were built to the top of the mountain. I give the
So, 3 to 1, we're still here, and I really hope that you enjoyed that you still enjoy our excursion. So, we received one statement. Marco, you said that you've been only to Moscow, Petersburg, and Kazan, but a friend of yours was also in Yakutsk and sent me some very, very interesting pictures of the local market. And do you know, Marco, that my granddad, he was born in Yakutsk, and my father, he also was born in Yakutsk, and I've been twice in my life in Yakutsk. Yakutsk is just like, it's a north capital of Russia, because we have diamonds. We receive diamonds in that area. And actually the territory of Republic of Sakha, of the city of Yakutsk, it's really huge. It's really huge. So thank you for your questions, for your answers, and we will be more than happy to answer all of them. So we are about to visit the next location. So
Krotovka is still a village, and everyone has associations with domestic animals such as cows, sheep, and horses. Still, civilization has penetrated here, and now people pin their hopes on small business and trade. But some still keep a small farm for themselves. For example, my friend and her family raise rabbits and birds, which I will show now. They keep about 50 rabbits. Here is 10 little turkeys. These rabbits who recently gave birth to 6 baby rabbits.
Now we come to the observation place. This you can here you can see fontaine, and in the distance usually visible Elbrus, but today we can't see it because weather cloudy. You can see how children dancing. Today here very a lot of people, and now I tell you about Mount Elbrus. During clear weather, you can see Mount Elbrus. Elbrus is the highest peak in Europe. Elbrus was formed more than 1 million years ago. It used to be an active volcano, and there are still disputes about whether it is extinct or just sleeping. In favor of the version about a dormant volcano, the fact that hot masses are preserved in its depths and warm up the thermal springs. In the depths of Elbrus are worn and saturated with the famous mineral waters of the resorts of the northern Caucasus. The height of the eastern top of the mountain is 56.21 meters, the western 56.42 meters. Between them lies the saddle, which is inferior to the peaks in height of 300 meters. The white cover of Elbrus consists of more than 80 glaciers. I give
So we are still standing here in our university, and we received a question, not a question, just a statement, that some of you would like to visit Red Square in Moscow. Yes, Red Square is the main square of Russia. There is the place located the Kremlin and our church and our shopping mall room. So that's, and also historical museum is also located there at the Red Mosque. So yeah, if you will in Russia, you must visit this place. It's a must visit place. So that's it. And also thank you for your compliments about the rabbits. You know that many Russians and many people who live in countryside or just small towns, they prefer to have pets. Pets not only about cats and dogs or hams and so on, hamsters, I'm sorry. It's also about rabbits or chickens and probably ducks. So that's it. So we Russians, we love pets, we love animals, and we are more than glad that we have our dachas. It's like small summer houses. So then we can live there during for the whole summer, because in the winter, you know, it's a little bit colder because it's minus 25 probably could be in Russia. So what's the song? It's catchy low. Yes, it's just one of the pop song in Russia. You know, Russian pop music is like kind of popular now, because in previous years it was like, oh, it's such rubbish. But now it's quite good. It's quite good. So if you want to, you can just share some good music, some pop music with you. Yeah, if you come to Russia, you have to visit Red Square. Sure. Sure. You need to visit Red Square. You need to visit. As well as you need to visit, for instance, Winter Palace in St. Petersburg, as well as you need to visit Kul Sharif in Kazan, as well as you need to visit the Olympic Stadium in Sochi and so on. There are many, many places here in Russia. Of course, you need to visit Moscow and St. Petersburg and other cities, but don't forget about other towns in Russia. I'm not talking about only like 1 million and more citizens of the population of the cities. I talk also about small towns in Russia, small towns in Samara. So one of our colleagues would like to say bye-bye, so let's.
It was a little about my village, Krotovka. I hope you like this.
Тёма, Тёма, не ходи туда. Май.
One of the most famous and oldest attractions in Pyatigorsk is the cool and shaggy grotto of Diana. It was built in the southern part of the Park Tsvetnik in honor of a very interesting event. In the summer of 1829, General George Emanuel organized a military expedition to the foot of Elbrus. Back in hot water, the general ordered 2 6-foot cast iron plates with inscriptions in Russian and Arabic. However, General Emmanuel encountered great difficulties in delivering the plates. Delivering the plates to the camp on Elbrus. Therefore, they were installed in Pyatigorsk in an antithetical grotto plate. Now we are to the beginning of the Park Tsvetnik. This very popular place in Pyatigorsk. Now I give
Hey, we're still here at Samara University. Yes, Kul Sharif is kind of an amazing and awesome place in Kazan. You're right, Marco, you're totally right. And right, Corn, if you haven't been at Red Square, you can't say that you've been in Russia. Totally, I totally agree with you, because Red Square is a must place in Russia, as well as Vorobyova Mountains in Moscow, as well as, in Samara. You just can't visit Samara without visiting a space museum or embankment, for instance. So you are totally right, guys. You are totally right. So we are waiting for our final destination of today's excursion in Pyatigorsk. I hope that you adored our Russian countryside with pets and with flowers and some, details of traditional details of Russian countryside of Krotovka. So thanks, girls, thanks our colleagues that share their cities, their hometowns with us. I guess that for you as a foreigner, you have another culture and it's kind of a little bit strange to see our way of life. So that's it, this Russian way of life. It shouldn't be shocked. It mustn't be shocked. So the next question, we have the next question. So let's talk about Russian stereotypes. I know that you guys think that probably bears are walking on the streets in Russia and we drink vodka every day. Yes. And what else? What else? Probably that Russian people can be rude and that's it. And that we, for instance, that we can't smile, that we always serious, always with serious face. So it's just a lie. You can't meet any bear on the street and you can see that we are smiling. We just need to talk a little bit and then the Russian person will understand. Even in the first meeting, the Russian person will understand that you will be the best friend of him. Even for just one night, that you will be the best. So we are ready to show you the final destination of the amazing city Pyatigorsk. So
finally, we reached the central part of the park, Svetnik. This lemon of drinking gallery with mineral spring is local in center. This park has recently been restored and in front of the galleries there is a platform where various local bands and artists arrange concerts in the evenings. That now you can see how men can your instrument. Tsvetnik Park is a favorite recreation place for residents and guests of Pyatigorsk. This is the oldest park in the city. Since 2001, the entrance to the park has been decorated with an elegant metal fence with an arch and lanterns designed by Pyatigorsk architect Yuri Staforganov. Very beautiful place. Many people today here because now weekend. You can see fontaine. Nowadays, the park Svetnik often hosts city exhibitions, festivals, and concerts. Opposite the entrance to the park was beautiful platform decorated with columns. Its columns stay in the beginning of park. Now we can see this. In the distance, you can see these columns and platforms. This was the end of our work. I hope you liked Pyatigorsk, and next time you will walk around in Rio.
So hey again, or привет, привет, это снова me. Hello, it's me again. So, what about Russian stereotypes? Do you know anything? I told about Russian bears that are walking on the street and that Russian drink vodka every day and that we take, I don't think, so serious. What else? I'm waiting for your answers. It's just like some kind of myths probably about Russia and so on. And thank you for your emojis that you sent us. Thank you for your hearts. It means a lot for us. It's our, not only maybe the most awesome, but they are like with the beauty nature, with the beauty of architecture, and the beauty of citizens who live there. Because many Russians, they adore our city, they adore their city, their town, their countryside, and so on. Thanks a lot. We really hope that you like our excursion. So, the next question or the next answer. The park is very beautiful. Yes, I totally agree. The park is extremely beautiful, and it's like as Mexico park. Really? Is it the same nature, the same trees, greens, and so on? That's good. That's really good. So, guys, I am waiting for your stereotypes about Russia that you probably know, and then we will talk about it later. So, I have information for you, don't miss it. As you know, if you will have a look at your schedule, that on 28th of July, you have a cooking master class. We will cook traditional Russian dishes with me and with my amazing and adorable colleagues. I hope that you like it, for sure, no doubt. So, soon we will send you the Google form that you need to choose the best time, the most convenient time for you. It will be 1:30 p.m. Samara time UTC +4, or it will be 4 p.m. Samara time UTC +4. You just need to choose the best time, the most convenient time for you, okay? And also we have sent you the list of ingredients, of products that you should buy. For cooking our traditional Russian dishes, blini or pancakes, and salad olivier. So that's it. And also, don't forget that on 29th of July, you will have a master class, Russia Through the Ages. And we will, not me, but my amazing colleague Maria, they will teach you how to knead traditional Russian doughs, khmartenichki. You will get many for about the story of those doughs, and you will be able to receive your own souvenir, your own Russian souvenir, because you will do it by your hands. It will be like a handmade souvenir from Russia, even if still in your country, in your hometown, or even in each point on the earth. So that's it. Also, Russian stereotypes that we Russians, we love Adidas. Probably several years ago or a decade ago, we really love it. But now I guess that we like also Puma, Nike, and so on, and other sport brands. So it's just like a stereotype that we adore only Adidas. That's it. Looking forward for the cooking class. Oh yeah. Thank you. And I hope that you're really looking forward to not only cooking, but also masterclass Russia Through the Ages. Would you like to knit your own? Would you like to create your own Russian doll using just your hands? It's perfect. So, as one of the guys, they told that we have some similarities with Mexico and with Russia. But also, what kind of similarities we have not only about Mexico, but what about other countries? Probably Spain, Finland, Germany, Peru, China. Guys, what do you think? Switzerland, Netherlands, Italy, what kind, United Kingdom, USA, what kind of similarities do we have in our cultures? It's about the culture of Russia and the culture of other cities. What do you think? Are we totally different from each other? Right or no? So, what is my favorite food in Russia? Such a good question. I adore soups. Many Russians, we eat not only one dish during our lunch. We prefer to eat the first dish, it's the soup, borscht, solyanka, okroshka, uha, and so on. Different kinds of soup with meat, with chicken, with fish, and so on. Then, we would like to have the second dish. It can be mashed potato or grechka, or it could be pasta with meat, with fish, with chicken, and other flavors. So then we prefer to have a dessert as the third dish, and finally we also can drink traditional Russian drinks like kompot, mors, kisel. It's some kind of juice from berries, from fruits, and so on. And also, oh, thank you for your hearts. Thank you for your heart that you sent to me. Thank you, thank you. I really appreciate it. And thank you for incredible tours. Thank you for our amazing girls. Thank you that they showed so many points, so many sightseeing of their hometowns. And thank you that you've been with us. It's not only about our work, it's also about you, that we are happy to show you our culture and our amazing and that place that we really adore, because you know that some kind it's also about the stereotype that Russian, they are cold-hearted, but no, we could be with cold hands, but we're really warm-hearted people. If you will get know us, you will understand that for the first meeting we can be a little bit rude sometimes, but you just need to talk with us, and then you will understand that the Russian soul has no borders, has no limits, and we will be your best friend for your whole life. That's it, that's true. So the next stereotype, they invite you, it means Russians invite you and then fill up with food until you are rolling. Good, that's good, that's good. It's not only about the stereotype, it's truth. That's true. That's the real truth. Yes, so you will not leave the house, you will not leave the guest house until you will be full of food. Because it's Russian tradition, it's not stereotype, it's the Russian tradition that your guest must be full. You just need to feed them as well as you can, as possible as you can. So that's true. And I've seen your pictures from Mexico, probably from other countries. I'm sorry, I can't see, but I don't have so good sightseeing, so good sights. So it seems like your parks, your nature is also awesome, as well as awesome our Russian nature, because in Russia we have forests, we have Siberia that is full of different kind of forests, rivers, we have seas, lakes, Baikal, the deepest lake on the earth, and so on. Soup, yes, soup. I've seen your comments. And Alberto Gaitan, thank you for your photo that you sent to our chat. It's really, it's so cool that you have so many photos and that our culture can be a little bit similar. Yes, those who just write the soup, it's cool. Probably it's you. Soup is the best dish. I really recommend it, especially chicken soup. You need to try it. So that's it. It's photos from your hometown, so it's cool. So guys, thank you for your attention. Don't forget that we will send you, or we have already sent you, the list of ingredients that you should prepare for cooking masterclass, and also we have sent you, or we will send you, the list of materials that you also have to prepare for masterclass Russian through the ages, for the knitting masterclass, for creating your own dough. Can you believe it? You will knit your own dough, even if you're still at home, but you will have your own souvenir from Russia. Yeah, that's true. Действительно большое спасибо всей команде. Спасибо вам, что вы нас смотрите. Огромное спасибо. I like Russian people, you're very friendly, yes. That's the way we are. Thank you, we're really friendly. Don't believe all the stereotypes that we're so serious and we can be rude and we don't talk with others. It's just like a stereotype. We're really work-hard people. So, I see that you have many questions, and I will be more than happy to respond all of your questions. Is it people in Samara make many dishes related to fish because near the sea, or is it wrong? Actually, Samara is located far away from the sea. It's around, if I'm not mistaken, 2,000 kilometers away to south from the sea, from the Black Sea. Black Sea is like a warm sea in the south of Russia, where people prefer to have a rest. They prefer to relax there, to spend their vacations there. No, we have fish because we can sail it on the Volga River. So our sailors, they can go in the early morning to just sail, then they will catch up the fish, and they will prepare it for lunch or for dinner. So that's right. And probably you know that fish, pickled fish with the beer is really good in Russian bars, especially the most maybe memorable and the famous bar in Samara on the bottom or at Dnie. I'm still waiting for your questions and I will be glad to answer them. And thank you thank you to you that you're still watching us. Thank you for being with us for all those days. That's it, thank you. We really appreciate your attention. And while I'm still waiting for the questions, for your answers, for your statements, it's cool that we can talk, we can chat, even if they're thousands of kilometers. Even, I don't know if you're in Europe or in America, or in Australia, in Asia, it's cool. Yes, that's true that in Russia we have many sailors that prefer to keep fish and they can sit, for instance, for 8 hours and still wait till the fish will be. And can you imagine that they can be sitting on the coast, and even if they will sit for 8 hours, they can be no fish. But it's okay. It's just like kind of leisure time for them. Muchas gracias. Thank you. You're welcome. You're always welcome. I guess it's Spanish language. Thank you is like a mixture of English, of Russian, and Spanish. So you can write any phrase in your own language and we will try to translate it. We're not so good at Spanish and Portuguese or Chinese or German or Italy and so on, but we will try our best, we promise. So, do you have any more questions? We will be happy to answer all of them. If no, we need to say bye-bye, and it will be a pity that some of you missed, but I hope that you will watch us later. And then you will be, I don't know, you will fill in our Google form, then we need to maybe improve some things, and then we will try to be the better version of ourselves. So we are waiting if you have any questions. Thank you for all your emojis, for your smiles, for your hearts. It means a lot for us. It means a lot for us. So don't miss the list of ingredients for cooking masterclass and the list of materials for Rush Through the Ages masterclass. Do you have dacha? Yes, I have 2 dacha. No, not me. One of my grandmother. She has her own dacha, and she also have the second dacha. So yes, I have my own dacha, as well as I guess lots of my friends, many of my friends, they have their own dacha. Yes. That's it. Dacha is like summer house in the suburbs of city. Could you show us one? You would like to see Russian dacha? Russian summer house? Really? Okay, maybe we'll arrange something, but I'm not sure. I'm not sure because there's nothing. It's just like traditional summer houses with rivers, with trees, with forests. That's it. Just like it could be even wood houses. There's not so many interesting facts about Russian dachas actually, and probably the internet connection can be really bad because there are no internet sometimes. So, do you have any more questions? We're still waiting for your questions, and we will answer all of them. Thank you for being so active. It means a lot for us. Oh yeah, Thai people have dacha too. Yes, I guess that's. Maybe in America and Asia, many people have their own summer houses, so they prefer to spend hot weather in their own territory, in their own houses. So that's it. So many people in Russia, they prefer to spend their summer there, somewhere there. So no more questions. Okay, I see that you sent some questions, and then I will try my best to answer them. It sounds very calming. Yes, it's really calm. You can just, for instance, you can lie on the grass and just look at the sky and enjoy the sun bathing during your lying and so on. It means good. It's good. Also, dumplings similar to pelmen. Right. Dumplings is the same as pelmen. is the same as stolbeni. In Russian is pelmeni, we call it pelmeni. In English is dumplings. Yes, you're right. You are totally right. So we are waiting, still waiting for your questions, statements, phrases, facts, stereotypes, traditions, and so on. So if you don't have any more questions, we will need to stop. Unfortunately, we will need to stop our stream. So we are still waiting, maybe 2 minutes. We are waiting for your questions, and then we need to stop. And actually, what time is it now in your hometown? Probably it's the night. It's probably 12 p.m. or it's just the early morning. It could be, I don't know, 10 a.m. Or it's the same as here. Maybe it's just the evening, because now in Samara it's 7:45 p.m. And what's time? What's time in your countries? What time is it now in your countries, in your cities? So we see that there are no questions for you, no more questions for you. It's such a pity that you're not so interested. So you're not so interested about asking anything. So, one more info. Don't forget that tomorrow is a rest day for everyone. Take a rest, just relax, and don't think about any deals and so on. Just take it easy and spend your weekend as you always do it. But then on Monday we will meet again, and we will have lots of classes, and also we'll have cultural program. We will walk, if I'm not mistaken. We will show you the campus, the territory of Samara University, and we will eat pelmeni, Russian dumplings, and then we will go inside the Russian supermarket. And on other days we will visit Old City Center and Embankment. So don't miss anything. Now it's 10:43 p.m. Oh, it's really late. And 5 p.m. В Германии уже почти 18:00. 11:45 p.m. at Malaysia. Wow, they're really huge difference of time. Yeah, they're really huge difference. 5 p.m., 6 p.m., 10 at night, or even close to 12 p.m. Yes, the geography of our online summer school is really huge, it's big. So, we have audiences from Asia. Yes! So thank you guys for being with us today. Thank you for listening to this class, or even if you don't have class, thank you still for being with us during the cultural program. I hope that you will judge me for my English and also for my Russian, but still thank you for listening to me. And we will meet on Monday, so tomorrow just have a rest. And we're sorry, we will send you the form about masterclass. We will send you lists of masterclass of cooking and those. And we will please guys ask the Google form about classes and cultural program, because we need to understand what you like or not, because we will improve some kind of things, and we will try our best to be the best version of ourselves. So please, we need your feedback. We ask you for feedback. Thank you a lot, because we need to improve many things we know, but we need to understand what kind of things we need to improve. So it's 5:44 p.m. somewhere, probably in Europe. Thanks to you. Thanks to you, not for me. Thank you, not me. Thank you for being with us. Okay, we see that some of you are typing some questions, phrases, statements. We're waiting. Thank you guys for being with us. Thank you for being for more than 1 hour, I guess. Thank you that you enjoyed our tour through cities. Thank you. Have a nice and fine weekend. Yes, guys, it's weekend time. So take a rest and enjoy your time. So thank you for being with us. We need to say bye-bye to you and see you on Monday. So I'm sending you kisses and hugs from Russia. See you soon.